Hiya, guys and gals. You know what time it is. It's time for the Rumble Pak Podcast, presented by Fourshade Studios. I'm Brock, here with Blake and Devin, and we've got some rumblings going on with Nintendo. In fact, it's the one thing we've been asking for the last
18 months.
18 months. Yeah, that's right. We had Direct. And I think we'll hold our opinions till the end because there's a lot to get through before we get to, the overall feeling.
Yeah.
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 Let's jump into it.
Spoilers, Devin.
No spoilers.
Okay.
Alright. First up, new challenger approaches in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Who was it? Crash? Rayman?
Some person
Or
we don't even know.
A sword fighter from Xenoblade 2 that everyone wanted?
Everyone.
By everyone, you mean
This is actually...
literally not a soul.
The good thing about this pick is that I was surprised. And you know what? That counts for something. So, Pyra and Mithra are in Smash Brothers. And they are, as Blake said, sword fighting anime people.
Yay. At least they're not from Fire Emblem. I'll give them that.
That's
At
true.
least.
And I like that they're girls. And they look pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah. They look better than Shulk. Shulk looked bad compared to them when they showed, the side-by-side shot.
They're definitely more
What?
detailed. Like, their armor's more, ornate.
Yeah.
Shulk's just, wearing a vest and,
Even,
pants.
the eyes, though, it seemed like they spent more time on, making the eyes look shiny or something. I don't know.
Shiny eyes, good Smash
Well,
character.
no, it was just more intricate, more graphically interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with that. I don't know. I haven't played Xenoblade 2, unfortunately, so I really don't know much about these characters.
No.
I know that it's from talking to a friend that they're forms of the same person or something.
Right, so it's like the Zelda Sheik situation back before they got split into two characters.
Yeah. So yeah.
So it's the same fighter
Aren't they
and
also-
you shift forms in combat.
Aren't they also the embodiment of a sword or something, kind of like Fi?
That's what I
Or
got from that, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
Do you think they're just
I too know nothing about Xenoblade.
Do you think they're just cosmetically different, or do you think they actually have different moves?
There's no way.
I think they have
They are
different moves.
different.
Yeah, I think they're the same.
Well, why? Because Zelda and Sheik had different moves.
Well, just because one person has that doesn't mean that every character has to have that.
I think they showed different moves.
I have no idea. I think they'll do a.
If they're different,
I think they'll do a
it'd be an
Sakurai
Echo Fighter
thing. Yeah, they may do an Echo Fighter thing. I mean, regardless, I think we're gonna get one of those Sakurai plays things, and he's gonna go into detail about every single thing about them. So we may just have to see then. Because in the Direct, they really didn't go over moveset at all. They were just like, here's the character, and then they just showed them in action.
Yeah. And I still think they could be the same because, with the Minecraft guy whose name's Steve, they also announced him. And then
Oh,
they said,
yeah, they
and
did.
including Enderman, and including
Yeah, like
all the
Alex
different costumes.
and yeah,
Yeah.
the creeper
And they
and
act
all that.
like they're kind of different.
Yeah, that was weird. So it may be the same sort of deal, but
Wait, no, I just read that they're the same character. You can switch freely in combat.
oh, you can.
Yeah.
So
it's,
what's the
it's literally
difference?
the Zelda Sheik thing.
Does it say what the difference is?
I completely misunderstood when you said Zelda. I thought you meant separate on the character screen.
No,
yeah,
like
that
when
does
they
make
they were
sense.
the same character.
I thought you were. Yeah, I
Okay.
thought that's what you were saying too. I thought you were saying
No.
that they're not the same character, but like in the lore, they were the same person.
No.
I thought you were saying that these two people were like. Are they the same person? I guess I'm confusing myself.
I don't know, but they're the same.
I see.
Player.
You pick one and you can play as both.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of
Yeah,
neat.
that definitely makes sense.
Okay. We'll have to see how that is. Because they don't have any characters that are like that currently, because
They split Zelda and Sheik.
they split Soul and Sheik, they split Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah.
They don't
Kinda
have any
odd that
like
they would do it now.
yeah, they don't have any switchable characters until now. Huh. Well, yeah, like I said, we'll probably get some sort of Sakurai Plays thing. Well, we'll hear all about them. But yeah, we have
Yeah.
how many more Smash Fighters? 2?
2.
Something like that.
Do you think the last one is going to be the craziest thing ever, or do you think it's just going to be like, oh, it's Bayonetta?
I don't think they'll place any extra emphasis on any fighter in the past.
You don't think they will?
No.
I wish they would.
I
I wish it would
agree.
go out with like the crazy bang.
Yeah. I don't think they will though. I think they'll just do whatever they want.
Cause like, what if like Banjo-Kazooie or someone like that would have been last?
People would have really freaked out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't you think
Yeah.
that that's what they want?
Well,
No, they don't care. They've shown time and time again is the problem. They do not care about keeping up with the hype. And
yeah.
I guess they
the
also
last
want.
character hype is going to be...
Yeah, I guess they also
way
want
above
the
8.
hype to be up in the middle of the game's life cycle instead of at the very end.
Well, also, yeah, but also I think they want people to buy outright the fighter pass so that they can have more money and resources to make fighters
Yeah.
throughout. And like at that point, people have already bought it,
True.
so
So
Why?
maybe
I
think your
maybe we'll
myth
get the
just
worst
got
character
busted.
ever.
who?
Exactly.
Who's me?
No, Blake's. That's
Oh.
going to be a great last fighter. For every reason possible, that's not going to be a thing.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Well, that's disappointing, but we'll see what happens.
Or maybe they'll just have all great fighters.
Maybe they'll just be Sakurai. Maybe just be I'm done.
I wish they would.
Immortalize
Oh.
me.
Who's the dead guy?
Iwata?
Why do you keep doing that?
Yeah. Why do you say it like that?
Because I don't know his
That's
name.
disrespectful.
Iwata for
You're
Smash. Iwata for Smash.
You're fired.
Iwata for Smash.
You're
Come
fired. I'm
on.
done.
The second to last will
Create a
be.
hashtag.
The second to last will be
Waluigi.
Wolf Link and Midna. The last one will be Iwata.
Waluigi and Wolf Link.
No, it'll be Iwata with a Waluigi costume.
Stupid.
No.
Alright, I'm moving on.
No.
Okay.
Next up,
Wait.
What?
You have to give your final, ranking of this character inclusion.
This
Oh.
this
For me, it's
is
a
I
4.
don't care.
this
I
is
won't
like
play.
this is the same to me as that other Fire Emblem character that has the 3 separate weapons.
I will not play
Okay.
Smash again
Byleth.
because of the inclusion of this character.
Oh wow. Only Wolf
Oh,
Link and
sorry.
Midna can bring
No,
you back?
sorry. I mean, I'm not against playing Smash, but this character is not drawing me back to it.
I will never play Smash
I don't
again
feel
because of this
compelled to
character.
open up the game because
They made
of
this character, now I'm never playing Smash again. Oh, did I say that wrong? What?
You're just so jealous of how pink she is, I'm sure.
Yeah, you wish you had an alter ego.
Is she pink? She's definitely red.
She's pink.
No.
That is pink.
Okay,
No
this
way.
is devolving into nonsense.
Pyra Fire Emblem.
Yeah, what's-
Fall
We're done.
Guys is coming to the Nintendo Switch this summer.
This girl is red.
This summer, we are moving on.
You know, this would have worked better had it come out in last fall.
With every other console? Yeah, who would have
Yeah.
thought? I was actually reading that Fall Guys was the #1 like downloaded game of all time for the PlayStation.
How is that possible?
Because it's free and it went viral.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was free.
Yeah, it's free. It has like in-game cosmetic purchases. But besides
makes
that,
so much sense.
it's free. Well, at least it... Okay, I take that back maybe. When it first came out, I know it was one of the PlayStation like Plus games that you have with the subscription. So, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Fall Guys?
This came out too late.
Too late?
Yeah.
The hype's gone?
Hype is so gone.
I do feel like it's kind of... People are over this for sure. This was like a perfect game to come out during quarantine though.
Definitely. And at least it'll have some breath of fresh air, some new players just from the Switch people.
Yeah. I mean,
Someone
it'll be
will.
fun. Alright. Next, they showed a trailer for Outer Wilds. This game, I had never even heard of this game, but apparently it's kind of popular with a lot of people. From what I gathered, you are kind of like an astronaut or something. You're exploring these worlds in a starship, but like the world is going to explode in like 22 minutes, and you have to like, I don't know, gather as much information, and then the world explodes, and then reset? Is that what you gathered
Yep.
from it?
Yeah, it seems like No Man's Sky and Minute had a baby.
Yeah. Minute is a good game.
Minute's a really good game.
But yeah, I've
I wonder
heard...
if it's a coincidence that there are so many of those, like, play it, do it again with everything retained type games that are hitting the market right now.
I don't know, I think
Makes
it's satisfying to like see the progression.
I think also it like really hooks those adrenaline junkies a little bit.
Like it's like always...
Well, because there's a
It's always
time limit.
pressing.
I
World's about to explode.
personally usually don't like these kinds of games. Like that's why I'm always kind of nervous to start up Majora's Mask, is because like there's a time limit.
You're always nervous about it.
Yes.
You're just always gonna start
second
Majora's
that,
Mask.
yes.
When I think about the time limit, I get really anxious, and I'm like, I don't even know if I want to play.
Well, you see
Why
it.
do you think I never finished Pikmin 3? It's not even a real time limit and I can't do it.
A true,
It's a real thing.
a true pro would play the song of slowed time and, you know, have
But you
double
don't
the
always
time.
have that. It just feels really daunting, and I don't like being put under a time limit.
So you wouldn't like this game? Is that what you're saying?
That's not necessarily true, because I do like Minute.
So you'd feel overwhelmed about playing this game?
Yes.
Understandable.
You were just making fun of me for it. Are you sure that seems understandable to you?
No.
Yeah. So don't even go there.
I'll try to reason with you.
Okay.
I wouldn't feel like that because I know it's a video game.
Because I'm not a filthy casual.
I know that I can just reload my save.
You mean you know that you can cheat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Friggin' cheater.
I've heard from 2 people now that this game is a game that should be played. So I think this will be a good game.
I'll watch you play it.
I want to play it.
Bold.
But it's definitely on my kind of back burner list, I think. We'll get around to it when we get around to it.
I'll just watch.
I'll enjoy the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, we'll stream it. We'll get to streaming at some point. Next up, they showed off Famicom Detective Club. This is a 2-pack of games. The Missing Heir.
It's not a 2-pack.
Okay, well you can buy the 2 of these games separately.
They've made that very clear in the direct. They're like, these are sold separately.
Well, the first one is The Missing Heir, and the second one is The Girl Who Stands Behind.
If you like anime, if you like murder mysteries, you'll like this game.
You know, you've played it.
That's literally just what it was.
Alright.
I'm just describing to you what I saw. So if you like that stuff, you might like this game. Or these games, if you want both of them. What was that?
So I don't know about the being
Sorry.
separate, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
It said on the screen, these are sold separately.
This game's not for me, so I wasn't really paying that much attention to it.
Either way, as they definitely look very well, I guess, remastered or whatnot. The animation and whatnot they showed off looked very, very well done. I mean, like any anime, there's a lot more motion to it than Phoenix Wright, which has like very basic anything and a very basic art style. So that was intriguing to me.
Right. Yeah, that's what I kind of got. Phoenix Wright vibes, but high school anime, drama, murder.
Okay, I just want to say, and I told you so. Here is from the direct specifically. It says right here.
Games sold separately.
So eat it.
All right.
Well, guess what? The rest of us weren't paying attention.
All right, this comes May 14th. Anything else you want to say on this?
Nope.
Cool. Unleash dizzying combos in exhilarating 1 versus 1,000 battles in Samurai Warriors 5.
Or just wait for the Hyrule Warriors DLC pack to come out.
Yeah, bro.
I was this direct years old when I learned that there is a Samurai Warriors. I thought there was just Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of this.
I know, and I was like, there's 5 of them. Since when?
This is the 5th one. I mean, that's kind of a good strategy. Make your first game number 5. This seems more well-established series.
But also, the sequels are always the worst. So
not always.
Well, a lot of times. They have a bad rap.
Maybe.
Like the Shrek movies, come on.
That's a movie series, not a game.
Well.
Shrek 2 is perfectly fine. I think this is a conversation that needs to be had.
We'll have to debate this after the show. Anyway,
Whatever.
if you like being a samurai boy in olden times, and you want to fight 1,000 people...
Why are you doing a sales pitch for all these games?
Then you'll like this game!
Just trying to get hashtag sponsored.
Yeah,
Get the goal.
come on,
By
Nintendo.
Samurai Warriors? Yeah, I mean, this is just
This
Dynasty
game-
Warriors.
Yeah.
But samurais.
Alright. Are we moving on?
Yeah. What do we got next?
The HD remaster.
Maple Story! Oh wait, not quite.
You're gonna upset a lot of people when you say that.
The Legend of Mana is coming to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know what this game is.
This is like a huge classic video game in video game history.
Shows how much I know.
It was made by Square back in the 90s. I think it came out on the PlayStation. But it was pretty big. It's a really popular game. I'm glad to see that they're remastering it for Switch.
I mean, I like the visual style. It's pretty cool.
It does look very good. They said that there would be new arrangements of the soundtrack, and I have heard of the soundtrack of this game being good.
Yep.
So yeah.
I don't have very much to say on it. It's a real re-release of an old game, so what else
That
can you
seems
say?
very common.
Yeah, I feel like they're doing that with every single game, putting it on the Switch. Next up, they had Monster Hunter Rise. They kind of had a big showcase of this, I thought. Not only did they show off the trailer, a lot of devs and higher ups at Nintendo had a spot talking about this. There's a exclusive Switch coming out that looks pretty nice alongside it.
Yeah, so
Help me
I
out.
thought it was, I guess, odd that they showcased Monster Hunter so brilliantly, I guess.
Yeah.
But it seems like this Monster Hunter Rise might be a Switch exclusive for a bit, and I'm not sure, but there's been a bit of a lull in the series, so this is kind of like the grand reawakening.
I remember this game now.
Which game?
Monster Hunter Rise. The main character can ride on top of a big wolf.
Yes.
I was like, yes. Hell yeah. And that's all I remembered from it. Otherwise, it kind of looked like
day one
Dark
purchase?
Souls.
Yeah,
No.
you're gonna buy it?
No.
March 26th?
Nope. If you like Dark Souls or Shadow of the Colossus, you might like this game.
I don't think that's what this is at all.
That's what it reminds me of. Maybe Legend of Zelda? I don't know. If you want to ride on a wolf and hunt big monsters with a sword, you'll like this game.
Thank
Yeah,
you
sure.
again for the pitch.
I did think that the character designs of all monsters looked interesting. It definitely retained that epic feel.
Yeah.
You're killing something that's unkillable. It looked as good as a game is gonna look on Switch, I think.
Right.
So I'm not a Monster Hunter fan, but this game, it looked good. And the exclusive Switch actually looks amazing, even as not a Monster Hunter fan, if you ask me.
Yeah, I thought it looked really cool. I kind of wish I had that. It kind of makes the normal Switch look kind of boring.
Definitely. It's actually very much in the same vein as the Legend of Zelda Nintendo 3DS, where it's got the in-world patterns kind of going out all around it.
Yeah.
And I like the subtle. It's not subtle, but it's better than a giant Pikachu on the map,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
They're also having exclusive not Joy-Cons, but Pro controllers. They look pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't have much more to say on Monster Hunter. I haven't really played any of them. I know they look cool. They seem like really long games too. They seem like you have to kind of dive in and really spend hours grinding and stuff. But I haven't gotten the chance to do that.
Yeah, they're definitely known to be hours eaters.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want a game to sit down and mindlessly kill baddies. So Dynasty Warrior, or wait, Samurai Warriors and Monster Hunter. This is your year.
There you go. What else we got?
The only important thing from this direct
Okay,
is we're
That's
finally
debatable.
I honestly kind of agree.
I
we are fine.
don't care that much, but I know you were excited.
And we're excited because we're finally getting another Mario sports title after a long, long time. if you don't count tennis, which actually it's been like 2 years for that too.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of completely forgot.
And that's Mario Golf Super Rush. And we haven't had a Mario Golf since the 3DS, I believe.
Yeah,
and before that, the GameCube.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And we got a good amount of gameplay shots of this. It looks like they're keeping the standard Mario Golf setup. Shooting super easy. They give you all these tools to make sure you can, hit it towards the hole, even if you're just haphazardly playing, which is the best part about Mario Golf. But I was actually interested in, like, the extras that they seem to be adding in this time.
Yeah, I thought that was the most interesting part.
They teased a single-player mode, and it looked like it might be more than Mario Tennis single-player mode.
Mm-hmm.
And right, for me, in Mario sports games, there's Mario Tennis single-player is fine, but the goal is to do Mario Tennis on Game Boy Advance. It's basically a full RPG based on tennis, and that's what I am always hoping for. So this gave me hope for that.
I think they'll do something similar to that. It at least gave off those vibes. It seems like it's going to be way more fleshed out than what Mario Tennis for the Switch was.
Yeah, so we have single player, and then they also heavily showed off multiplayer in the form of speed golf.
I thought that looked kind of fun.
I thought that looked really fun.
Yes. So speed golf has been a mode in like Tiger Woods golf, but it's always just like teleport to your ball.
Oh.
Just shoot us as possible. Don't care about, what you're doing because you want to get in the hole fast.
Right.
But this, it seems like you hit your ball, and then you literally run to. Everybody like starts at the same time and then gets to run to the next place.
Yeah.
You can like actually interact with each other, and like I heard maybe they're items, but either way, that sounds like a grand old time.
Yeah, it showed off the Yoshi riding like on its egg. It's like bouncing on its egg. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. You're probably gonna be able to like run into people and like flatten them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, before they were like showing clips from the speed golf portion before they like officially announced what the mode was, and I was like, wait, you have to run like from your ball every time because they're just showing people running on the course. I was like, that's kind of odd. And then they're like, oh, speed golf, you actually are like running and like can attack people. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I this is the one thing I think Nintendo's always been good at, is these weird multiplayer modes with a unique idea. So I have very high hopes that this is going to be super fun and chaotic. So
yeah, I think it'll be really cool. I actually went on the page for this game and was just kind of poking around and looking at the characters. Wario has like his golf outfit is just like ridiculous looking.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh,
he's wearing like a big like cowboy hat, and he has like checkered patterned golf pants on that are like blue and yellow to match his normal colors.
Uh-huh.
Just looks really weird. Yoshi just looks the exact same. Like everyone's wearing golf attire, and then it's just like Yoshi, what up?
Yeah.
But
Can we get a big Yoshi mode?
I did notice that on their shoes they have the little golf. What would you call them? Spikes, yeah. And I was wondering, like, maybe that's what Yoshi has. Like, maybe that's the only golf, like, related thing. Like, if you could somehow see the bottom of his shoe, there's golf spikes on it, like everyone else.
I just looked up
That would be good.
Mario Golf Super Rush Wario, and the first thing that popped up was this article that says Wario just stunted on everyone in Mario Golf.
He looks wild. Oh, and I am
glad.
Go ahead.
Also confirmed Yoshi does not have spikes on his shoes. I'm looking at it.
They
right
said
now.
that? Oh, or they showed it off? Oh, dang, he doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Dang.
Wait, Brock was saying something.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was the other major thing. Like after Mario Super Strikers, Nintendo wasn't letting like characters have alternate costumes. And
Right.
then this has been like the weirdest characters have looked since Strikers, which is great
Yeah.
because we all love when Waluigi gets a new pair of pants.
Oh yeah. On the website, they kind of leaked a character that they didn't show off. It was just
Oh, are they bringing back generic N64 characters?
they
Was it?
well,
other-
they're in one of the descriptions. It was talking about King Bob-omb, like one of his powers, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, he's a
Yes.
character. So I
I
think
mean,
they're
now that I think about it, like, if someone's gonna golf in the Mario universe, like, that's a pretty good choice.
yeah. So I'm like, I think they're gonna bring in some characters that are more out there than just the normal characters that they would have. So I'm looking forward to that. Because he wasn't in the trailer at all. They didn't show him in any
No.
promotional like images, but then like it's spelled out in text on their site. So I was like, okay, he's in.
And that actually gives me a lot of hope, because I think the one, like, thing people are worried about are that they won't have... It'll be like Mario Tennis was when it launched, where it won't have that many characters, or it won't have that many courses. Those are the two things that can kind of make or break the game.
Right.
So, just hearing that they put King Bob-omb in already quells one of those for me.
Yeah. I do wonder how many courses there will be, because I mean, they at least have to, in my mind, they at least have to do like complete sets of like either 9 hole courses or like 18 hole. But I'm just curious on like how many they'll actually do, like and then what the themes will be.
I mean, they've always done full 18-hole courses in all the Mario Golf
Okay,
games.
and that's what I was kind of
So-
fuzzy on. I didn't know for sure.
But yeah, I'm looking up how many there are in 64. There are only 8. So,
8 complete
That's the number to
18-hole
beat.
courses.
yep.
I mean, that's still a good amount. That's 144 different holes, which
Right.
seems
so
like a
you
lot.
would expect they'd have a minimum of that, right? Since
Yeah, I mean,
That's 64
you
game.
hope. I mean, who knows? That'd be cool though. I think they could do a lot with the themes of the courses, because in the GameCube version, I remember I loved how the courses were, they looked and they were set up. I really remember like there's like floating mushrooms and stuff that you could hit the balls on, and like there's the whole like Bowser's Castle themed courses. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the theming, because they didn't really get to do that on the 64, and that's when I played a ton.
Right.
And just to continue, the DS game has 16 courses, which that would be amazing. I would not come close to expecting that many.
Oh, and how many did
Right.
you say the other one had? 8?
8.
Oh, wow. That would be nuts.
So we'll see.
Yeah,
But
we'll see.
everything points to a great time.
Yeah, I'm like you said earlier, I'm like really looking forward to this game. This was one of the top games I feel like that came out of this. Did we get a release on this?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I
Someone do
don't
some research on that?
know. Yeah.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
You can shout it out.
So, next up, they
June 25th.
June 25th. All right, not bad.
It's
3-4 months away. So next up, they showed off No More Heroes 3. I'd actually thought they'd already shown this. Does that ring any bells for anyone?
Yeah, They definitely like teased this.
Because I remember they were like, oh, we're doing like No More Heroes 1 and 2 coming out to Switch, and then I thought this was like another announcement they made that same day. I've never really played these games, so I don't really know.
Heroes.
Say it again?
I guess I just ignore all No More Heroes stuff.
Yeah,
can't tell you a single thing.
I mean, again, I've heard that this is a good series from friends, but I've just never gotten into them. I feel like they... Do you know if these were on Nintendo consoles beforehand, or this is like the first time for them? Because I feel like this is
definitely a DS game.
Oh, okay. I just never really heard of this until... I think the first time I heard of this series was like either within this Smash Bros. Or the one before, people like talking about they wanted Travis as a DLC character. But before that I was like, I had never even heard of these games, and I still don't really know much about them.
They're a Wii game, sorry, not DS.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. So yeah, with that being said, I don't really have a ton to say about this game, other than I know that people will be happy about it.
Yep.
Next up, they show off a game called Neon White. This one was kind of different. It looks like some sort of like... Go ahead.
The character designs of this were all very eye-catching, I thought, and contrast that with the most generic story ever, and I have no idea what to think of this.
Right.
They basically described this as you going into heaven to kill demons.
Right.
Not hell, heaven, because that's...
Yep.
Big twist. And so you control these... I don't even know what to describe them as.
They're like...
Human wolf things?
Yeah, they're like... They look like emo
things.
to me.
I support.
Yeah. They look like what I think of as My Chemical Romance during the...
Yeah. Danger Days.
Killjoys era, actually, yeah. But anyway, you are taking these characters and going into heaven to kill demons. It looked like more of just a hack and slash through levels more than just giant bosses, if I recall right.
Yeah, I don't think they showed off bosses. I couldn't really tell what the movement was either. It felt like you were like... It was like an on-rail shooter or something. But again, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if you're actually able to control your movement. But it seemed like the playstyle was you're using guns to kill these demons, but the guns they all are related to cards you pick up. So like you pick up I don't know, like a pistol card, and you have like 3 pistol shots, and then like you can't use a different gun or like shoot until you get a new set of cards or something. It's kind of a weird, something I hadn't really seen before.
It just, based on looking at it, seems really clunky in terms of like gameplay. But I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot going on. You have to play cards while also like jumping through this environment. I don't know. But I appreciate their effort in creating like a new sort of gameplay.
Yeah.
It definitely looked unique. I'll be interested to see like reviews and what people think of it after it comes out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Looks unique. So, next up, we had DC Superhero Girls are here. I don't even have anything to say about this, but I was just like really surprised this was even in the direct. I was like, what is this?
You're a teenage version of DC female superheroes. You fight crime at night. You go shopping during the day.
Yep.
That's it.
All right.
So,
Moving on.
is that good?
Yeah, it's a must-buy.
Oh, okay.
If you like just girly things and also kicking some baddies' butts, you'll like this game.
All right, thanks. They also showed off.
I wanted to know if this story was canon, actually.
Okay. Yeah, it's for sure canon. This is what the next Marvel Universe movie is about to be. DC Superhero Girls. It's gonna be DC Superhero Girls is gonna be a Marvel movie.
If that's what kills the superhero movie trend, I support it.
Oh wow, hot
Yeah,
take.
it's a hot take. I have
Big
a lot of
takes.
them. But yeah, not a fan of superhero movies anymore.
All right, cool.
Anyway,
They also showed off a new Plants vs Zombies game. Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Battle for Neighborville. I don't know. 3D Plants vs Zombies shooter.
I didn't know Plants vs. Zombies, had such a brand.
I didn't either.
This is like Splatoon for people that don't want to buy Splatoon, but, the kid shooter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
So-
part of me was like, when did Plants vs Zombies go from anything but like a tower defense game? But apparently it's
We're old. We're not
a
with
thing.
it.
Yeah, we don't keep up with Plants vs Zombies.
the next game I would buy. Honestly.
You mean you would band together on a quest to face evil and save faces
Indeed.
with your niece?
With Metopia!
Metopia.
So basically, this kind of seems like, I don't know.
It's like Tamagotchi Life meets JRPG.
Yeah. It's weird. And I like it. And I hate how the Miis look in a positive way.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's like, it's so bad that it's good.
What do you not like about them?
They just always look stupid. But I'm kind of
Yeah,
on
what
board
about
with
them
it.
makes it look stupid?
I don't know. It doesn't.
Do they feel out of place wearing the costumes they're wearing?
No. But like when I see a Mii in like Mario Kart or something, or even just the Tamagotchi Life, it's just like kitschy. I don't know.
Okay, I do agree that when I saw
think
that, I saw the Mii in the Mario Golf campaign, I was like, I don't really like that, but...
Yeah. Like they're kind of the video game outcasts for the Nintendo universe.
Yeah.
But that's why I like them. They're the piranha plant
Exactly.
of video games. Piranha Plant being the reference
I don't
for
really
Smash.
follow that, but sure.
Piranha Plant in Smash,
I think
no
that's
one
your
wanted
opinion, I
it, but it
guess.
was kind of funny. Anyway. You go on adventures. You can pick different Miis that you've created to be various characters, whether it's a knight, a wizard, the king, or the bad guy, known as Stan in the trailer.
Stan.
Evil Stan.
Evil Stan.
So, I don't know, you go on adventures, you build relationships with people. If you have bad relationships with someone that you're fighting with, you may get in an argument during battle. If you have good relationships with everyone, you fight well. I don't really know what else to say, but it looks weird. I would play it.
I really do hope you get this game because I'm curious.
To me,
We should note though the support of a 3DS game. This
Yeah.
has been out. We can go look at what this is.
I don't know. To me, it just looked way too generic. I was just like, why would anyone want to play this?
Honestly,
This
I
is
would
Nintendo
rather have...
throwing every identity they have into a game to me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honestly, I'd rather have Tomodachi Life, but
Tomodachi Life 2 on the Switch,
yeah.
releasing next fall.
Tomodachi Life Pets Edition.
Pets.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up was something related to Animal Crossing that I'm sure a lot of people would be happy about. And that is that Mario-themed items are coming in March. Thoughts to my Animal Crossing people?
Meh.
What?
I was not really a big...
more
Sorry,
than
go ahead. Go ahead.
What Devin's trying to say here is they did way more than we were expecting, and that's pretty cool. And the functional warp pipes is a welcome addition for all of us who are
I thought that was
lazy
super
to
cool.
play Animal Crossing.
I will admit, the warp pipes that actually function as warp pipes was cool.
I think that's game changing.
That being said, I've never been that interested in the Mario items in other Animal Crossing games. I don't understand the appeal. I'm also not a big Mario fan. I know. I'm sorry.
People are-
So dumb.
But I could see people
Why are you
returning.
even here?
I could see people returning to Animal Crossing if they've been gone for a while to like make their own, Mario levels on their island.
People are definitely gonna make their island a huge Mario level.
If they don't include a jumping action, I don't know how that'll work though.
To do what?
To,
Hit
like,
blocks?
hit blocks or get on the flag or something.
just
'Cause
interact
otherwise
with
you're
it,
just running
move up
around
to
a
it per
maze.
se. I mean,
suppose.
yeah, that's... Animal Crossing is about imagination, Devin. I don't know how you haven't
Yeah.
realized this after 700 hours.
Hey, I don't
Right.
think I'm there yet.
You're probably getting close.
I don't want to talk about it. I finished redoing my island. You should come over, by the way.
I thought the coins were cool that you can actually go through them and collect them and then they reappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, frankly, it took way too long, but now I'm okay with it because they seem to do a lot. They
Yeah.
did a lot more than I thought.
Did they show anything else related to Animal Crossing? Or to Mario?
Nope, that was it.
Just some
Nope.
costumes and some items?
Yeah.
Yep, February 25th.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, baby.
That's very soon. That's like in a week.
And you can just purchase all of these things off of the catalog. So you don't have to wait for them to pop up in the store or anything.
That's cool. I'm sure
One
people will
comment
be
on that
ready to get them.
is when they said catalog, I thought they meant the Nook Miles catalog, and I was super happy because me, like everybody else, has like 100,000 Nook Miles and nothing to spend them on. And then I realized it's real money, and I don't have nearly as much real money. So I got some.
Real money is in bells.
But yes.
You can have
My
some of
rig was
mine.
expensive, Blake.
You can have some of mine. I was on that Stonks game for a while and I have millions.
Yeah, Devin just has like 100,000 people come over and buy turnips, and then they drop off like 100,000 bells at a time.
I don't have people
I,
over. I sell my turnips to other people.
That too.
I have 5 million bells right now, so I'm living
I'm
large.
not taking your dirty money. I play the game with a pure heart.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Well, you should learn.
Okay.
It means I'm better than you.
It means I'm having fun, and I don't know what you're doing, but I hope you're having fun too.
You're not allowed to go to other people's towns and connect with the Animal Crossing community.
Via unknown people
Right.
on Reddit.
You have to be on your own island by yourself.
And only go over to friends you know in real life.
Yes.
That's the rule.
Because otherwise you could go to an island and they could have drawn like a giant thing with items and it'd be traumatizing.
It's true.
Or they might say the H word. Or, heaven forbid, they might have captured all of their villagers, put them in a dungeon house, and murdered them.
That could be bad. I've heard that could be bad. I've heard of instances where that happens.
Well, luckily you can just press the minus button and go back immediately. You're also, what, 28? You'll be 28 in a couple months here. I think you can handle it. You're a big boy.
That's a little too personal details for me. Let's move on.
Murdered and murdered. How could you? Project Triangle Strategy.
I love it. I love the silence.
Dead air is the best.
Project Triangle Strategy, the worst named project game ever.
Project Triangle Strategy, working title.
Working title.
Please be sure to send in your answers to a brief survey based on the gameplay you experience in the demo, because these people don't know what they're doing.
You keep
apparently.
saying that, but I don't get that vibe at all.
You literally agreed with me yesterday when we watched it.
I just think they're asking for feedback on a demo, like
Well,
how Bravely Default did.
They also couldn't figure out a
Yeah.
title name.
I think they showed off all the stuff. This is a tactical fighter, basically, in the style of Octopath Traveler.
It looks a lot like Octopath Traveler. I actually thought it was Octopath Traveler before they announced.
I did too. I thought it was like the second one in the series or something. But it's like the exact same style. It's like pixel art people, but like pseudo 3D.
It does look good.
It looks good. I've never been like a huge fan of tactical fighter genre, so I don't know. I did think it was interesting that you could interact with the environment as much as you could in this game while you're fighting. Like you can set buildings on fire and like freeze things that are on fire, and it actually turns the environment into water, and then like that has a different effect on the battle. Looks
I
interesting.
didn't notice that in the trailer, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely different. I do hope that they get halfway through developing this and realize, you know what? 3 sides isn't enough. We need to rename this. to
Project Square.
Rhombus.
Project
Or
Rhombus.
Square. Square's too square.
Project Circle. Infinite Battle System. So this was a game. It's coming out at some point.
This was the game.
Apparently they have no idea what they're doing. No comment?
They don't know what
No
they're doing.
comment.
They don't know what they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. They're using a code name. What the heck? Alright.
Well, the next game, I'll admit, in the first like half a second, for some reason, I thought I was gonna get a sequel to Star Wars Pod Racer. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
That's what I thought
Right.
too.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, what?
But that's not what this is. In fact, this is Star Wars Hunters, a combat game in a galaxy far, far away.
They showed like 2 seconds of this game. I was like, why did they even
Yes.
put this in here?
My takeaway is that it's programmed by this is Zynga, Z-Y.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
mobile game company.
Yes.
They used to do like Mafia Wars. I feel
I
like
remember
I played
that.
on my iTouch
Yes.
in like 2007. So yeah,
It's and it's a free game, so it's like you know it's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be pay all your money to get cool stuff.
yep.
It's gonna be a mobile game. It's the mobile game pay setup. And they really
Yeah,
didn't. They
none
didn't
of
show
us are
anything.
gonna
They didn't show
download this.
any gameplay. They literally showed like a hallway with like clone troopers in it, and it was like, "This is a game. It's Star Wars. Be happy."
Yep, they had the token lightsaber. Zoom, and
Yep.
That was it.
Yep. So I don't really care about that game at all. Next up, I thought this trailer was the longest thing ever and the weirdest trailer for what this game even was. The trailer started out, it was showing like your typical soldier guy playing a Switch. It showed an orc fantasy playing the Switch. It showed like a pixel princess playing the Switch. And I was like, what? Okay, like, it was like a little, it felt like the longest commercial ever. I was like, what even is this? And then they showed people playing dodgeball. I was like,
Yeah.
What is the connection here? What? I do not even understand this.
They had to tell a story of the dodgeball.
They're like, we're tired of being in our game formats. Let's play digital dodgeball.
But it was so stupid because they would show like the orc, and then it would like then like show him in the Switch in the game, and it was just like a normal human with like green clothes on. I was like, that's not that guy. And then it showed like the princess, the pixel princess in the game. It was just like a chick with blonde hair. I was like, what? That's so stupid. I don't know. I got you know that game that came out that was kind of free to play also. It kind of looked like Splatoon, but it was like ninjas.
Oh, yeah, Ninjala.
I got like those vibes from it, and I did not like playing Ninjala at all. But I don't know.
Also got those vibes, and I was sad because I'm actually a fan of dodgeball games, so if this was good, it was kind of on my radar. But based on what they showed, yeah, it's not.
I mean, it at least, I'll at least give them that it looked a little bit more like complex than just like throw the ball and then guard or something. Because at first that's all it looked like. It would just it would show gameplay of someone throwing a ball, and then the character would be like, shield, and then they would have the ball, and then they would throw it back, and then the other person, shield, and then they'd have the ball. What is this? But at least show that like you could play as a team and kind of like throw it around to each other and pass it, and I don't know what this game even is.
Let's ignore it until it gets good reviews.
Yeah, that'll happen. What else we got?
Traverse captivating environments in World's End Club. From the creators of Danganronpa, which is a game my sister really likes, where you're in a high school and it's like Saw.
That's that game or this game?
That's that game. But this, I don't know, this like had a similar setup where it was like they're a part of this thing where it's like Saw and like people are gonna die and only one person can get out maybe or something. But then it was like, well, it's canceled, you can go home now. And so they escape from that place. This is the story in this game.
I wasn't really paying attention to this story at all when this came on, honestly.
They were in a Saw type situation. Then they get the notification like, oh, this event is canceled. And so they escape from their situation and they're trying to get home. But on their way home, they have to fight like monsters and stuff. It's it's like a side scroller.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You're little chibi anime people.
You're
fighting
little
monsters.
Cheetos.
Good one.
Little Cheeto man.
I don't know. My sister will probably like it. She likes the Danganronpa series, so...
Perfect. When's it come out?
I don't know.
Is this based off anything? Do you know? Is this based off like an anime?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's based off of anime. The anime.
Yeah. I don't know much about it. I don't really care much about it either.
It was released on the Apple Arcade on September 4th. but it's making its Switch release debut on May 28th.
So, it's a mobile game.
Looks like it.
Alright. Well, I won't buy it.
The Switch is just a...
It's a mobile console.
It's a port console.
Okay.
That's honestly one of the bigger problems now. We're reaching like Wii levels of crapware.
The
And
Wii
it's
had
making it into
so
directs.
many bad things on the shop, and like the WiiWare thing is so bad.
Yeah.
Developers were just like, anything that we can put on here will probably make money, so let's just put it on.
Yep, because everyone had a Wii, including your grandma. Not
Sure.
really your grandma.
Not my grandma,
Basically
but a
your
lot
grandma.
of grandmas.
So, next up, they announced that
Why
Hades...
was this in the direct?
Yeah, this
Why?
was the stupidest thing. I was like, this is so pointless.
They were like, Hades is getting a physical release.
They were like,
And we were
Hades
like,
is a really good
why?
game. Did you know that? It's got so many awards. Physical release.
But you get
I think they got
specific
paid,
things.
like an advertisement.
Maybe.
You get like extra items or something if you buy the physical release. And that's it.
I was like having trouble paying attention to what they were even saying about this game, because I was just like, why is this here? I just kept thinking to myself, like, this is not new game news or anything. This is not direct worthy to me.
So yeah, that was it. Next up are some games that I know very little about. I guess I know some about one of these, but 3 legendary action games, 1 masterful collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection is coming out.
Yep.
Ryu Hayabusa for Smash, said some people.
Apparently not. Apparently Pyra and Mithra.
I don't know, I've never played Ninja Gaiden, so I don't care.
You haven't really played them. I've seen them, but never really gotten into them.
There is $20 DLC coming to Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and by $20 I mean 2 packs.
For 10.
Each pack is $20.
Each one will be dollars.
At least I think I remember that correctly.
Yeah, there was 2 packs. They were being staggered releases, I think.
You get more battles,
More characters. More all the same stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited about that. I like that game a lot.
And you probably won't use any of
Never
the new
played it.
characters. Because
Yeah, I'll probably only use Impa like I did
you
the entire game.
only will use Impa. Impa for Smash.
Brock and I actually beat Hyrule Warriors together.
That's
The
true.
final boss.
I watched, so I was part of it too.
I blocked that out of my mind. Honestly, just did not remember we did that.
We actually died on the final boss. And then we were revived at like a checkpoint halfway through the mission, but then we had like full health. So then we did the final boss again and we won easily.
It's the way to do it.
That's how it goes.
I think Brock was Link. You were Impa.
Yep.
Should have been Hestu.
Ew, no. He was hard to play as.
So yeah, that's coming to the Switch sometime.
Yeah, I think this summer. I think this is June or something.
Mm-hmm. And then Bravely Default 2 is coming to Switch. I know you like the first one of those games. I don't know if you've ever played the second.
So they went on 3DS, which I thought was really good. And then they had a second one, which is not this one though. It wasn't called Bravely Default 2. It was called something else. I think it was called Bravely Second. And then like this is odd because it's Bravely Default 2 now. I don't know. The first one took me forever to beat. It was like the biggest time sink I've ever had in a game. So part of me wants to play this game, but at the same time, I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to put like 100 hours into this game. So we'll see. It'd be like one of those games.
I mean, it's good enough for 100.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's not boring after 100 hours, though, is it? It's just, it takes so long.
I mean, we'll see. There was this part, not to like spoil the first game, but there's this part where like you basically have to do the same exact thing 4 times. But then every time you do it, the monsters get harder because you've leveled up. So it's like, that's probably a really bad explanation, but people that have played this game will understand what I'm talking about, and it was painful. So yeah. Hopefully there's nothing like that in this one. That's my hope.
So this next bit, the audacity of Eiji Aonuma to even show his face.
Oh yeah?
The absolute audacity of this man. He shows up, like, if you're gonna do this, don't even show your face. He shows up, and he's like, I bet you guys think that because I'm here, I'm gonna tell you news about Breath of the Wild sequel. Well, I'm not. I was like, then why are you here? Like, just don't show your face. Just go straight into the trailer for the thing that you're gonna show us. Like, don't even talk about Breath of the Wild sequel if you're going to show your face. Or...
I did think it was an odd statement to make.
It was weird. It's like, why do you show up and be like, you want to hear about this game? That sucks. We don't have anything to share with you. After a year of production, why do you not have anything to show? He's like, later this year. Okay, Aonuma. We'll see.
I think that's the key, though. That's from the optimist perspective. If they would have said nothing, then that lets the idea float around that maybe this met the Metroid Prime 4 fate and they had to scrap it and we're not going to get anything ever.
Possibly.
So they thought, you know what, we'll show him and we'll have him say this year so they know. It was like the showing of the Metroid Prime 4 logo, and that's it. That's what this was for me.
Yeah.
Even though I thought we were getting actual news.
I was so upset. I was so mad. But
Groose
the most
in HD.
The Groose is loose once again in an HD remaster of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
This was big.
I'm happy about this. I like this game. And it was cool hearing him talk about how this game influenced Breath of the Wild.
That was cool.
And it makes total sense. And it makes me even more appreciative of this game. Like, I personally really enjoyed this game. I know a lot of people didn't like it very much because it was too linear.
People didn't like the motion controls.
They didn't like the motion controls, which,
Which are back. They're still there.
Yeah, they're still there. And then there's an alternative, which I don't really understand how you do, because in order to get the motion of like a vertical strike or a horizontal strike or like a diagonal, you use the right control stick. But that's directly under the buttons you have to press. So you have to like press the buttons with your thumb.
You don't press the buttons to swing the sword, you just do the thing and it swings.
Really?
When are you ever pressing a button? Yeah.
Yeah, you just use the stick.
Oh.
The stick is your sword swipe.
Oh. Then I like that.
Because it wouldn't have been tied to a button on the Wii. You would have just swung your Joy or Wiimote.
Okay, then I like that then. I'll use that mode.
They wouldn't make a Zelda game difficult.
I was like, why would you make us press a button and also use like our palm to move the stick or something? I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
They would never do that.
Okay, I feel better about this now. And that's how I'll probably play the game. But anyway.
You'll play it with that, not motion controls?
Yeah, I don't really want to do motion controls.
I'm curious as to how well motion controls work with the Joy-Cons. Because for me, because I played it over at your house with the Wii Motion Plus, and I never found the motion controls to be terrible except for the fights with Kirihime, which are impossible for some reason.
Yeah.
But I always felt like it was this close from being perfect. Now I'm wondering if somehow the Joy-Cons, they've fixed that, and it is perfect, in which case I would love to experience this game with no thought whatsoever as to these controls are kind of difficult.
Right.
Because I really like it. That's like just the tiniest jump.
I agree. Like, I never really understood people's gripes about the motion controls because the people that I saw that complained about motion controls, when I would watch them play, their movements would be so exaggerated, and I'm like, no wonder the motion controls aren't working for you. Because, like, instead of just, like, swinging the sword, you know, just with the Wiimote in your hand, they'd just be going crazy with it. I'm just like, it's not going to pick that up.
I did have problems with motion controls, and I did not do exaggerated things until I started getting frustrated.
Well, that's what I was going to say also with when Brock was saying the Gearheim fight. The Gearheim fights are very stressful, so I feel like maybe that was a problem. Like, maybe you were, like, anxious or, like, you know, on the verge of death, so you're kind of, you know, making more erratic movements. I don't know.
I would do it a bunch of different ways, and it would always be really difficult for me to get the motion controls to work the way I needed them to. So I understand the frustration with the motion controls, so I am glad that they have an option to just use the right stick. But I really liked the story of this one. I really liked having an origin story of, like, okay, why are we in this cycle of, like, continuously rebirthing Zelda or reincarnating. Yeah. I thought it was cool. I'm excited to play again.
Yeah, I really like this game. I was curious, like, how they were ever going to remake it. Because I was like, it relies so heavily on motion controls, but it at least seems like now they have found a way that they can carry this on past even the Switch, probably. I mean, like, to me, it's kind of like inevitable that they'll re-release all of these classic games, like, in 20 years from now and things, in, like, a collection. So it's like, as long as they have a control stick, now they can do it.
Yeah. And I feel like the Joy-Cons will be good. I feel like, I don't know, when I've had to use motion controls with the Joy-Con, it's been fine, and I don't imagine them just, like, implementing motion control into controllers and just not making it better than the previous iteration. So I think it'll be okay. I mean, it's still yet to be seen, but I have high hopes.
Well, and the Joy-Cons are so similar to what the Wiimote and Nunchuck were anyways, that I feel like it'll be pretty similar experience.
Yeah. I have no worries about it playing very well.
Yeah, same. They'll tune it. They'll make it good. They've heard the negative feedback. They've had, 10 years to rework it?
Has it really been 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's weird.
I remember I beat it in my dorm room at college.
I beat it after we started dating.
10 years.
That's weird.
I beat it in Blake's basement, so that could have been any time between then and
That's true.
a lot longer.
It could have been the year 2001.
Blake is the key to all of these situations. And then their last...
Wait, did we have a release date on this?
I think it's summer.
Summer?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I think it was July, maybe.
Yeah, you could pre-order it after the direct or something, and then it was like, wait 6 months before you can play this.
And there's special Joy-Cons that are releasing. I do remember that.
Those look awesome.
I know.
I wish I had not already bought two sets. I would buy those immediately.
Yeah.
But I just don't. And then now, if I buy them, it'll be because another pair started drifting to where they were unusable, and I'll be pissed when I buy them. And
Well,
so angry.
won't it upset you then when you... Imagine how upset you'd be if your fancy Zelda Joy-Cons start drifting.
But we're late enough in the life cycle. That would never happen. They fixed it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Let's hope. But yeah, that was cool because the
July 16th.
July 16th. The sword Joy-Con actually has like a sword emblem on it, and then the shield Joy-Con has like the Hylian crest for the Hylian shield, which is awesome. They look good.
So the last thing that was announced was Splatoon 3.
Yep.
Did people want this game?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
So it was a trailer where it started off like on the character customization menu where it just looked like you were in the outskirts of some like rundown desert village or something.
I was reading that it looked like that because this game is apparently one of the themes is climate change. Which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. But there's like more hairstyles and customization options, and you get a little pet thing that you can choose the hair for.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does. I think it's just cute.
Companion thing. It's one of the enemies you fight in Salmon Run on Splatoon 2.
Yeah. And then you get on a train or a bus or something, and you go to a big city, and that's where you probably go into a terminal to fight stuff.
Yep. Seems like it. I thought the trailer honestly was kind of like slow moving at first. The whole like character customization part and then the train scene, I was just like, this is so like...
The train scene was way too long.
It's so long, like what even is this?
It was way too long.
But at least like...
It definitely...
When
it made me think it wasn't another Splatoon game. Like, it was like, not just Splatoon 3.
Yeah,
there was something different in Splatoon.
When Devin was like, is this like a spin-off? Like, what is this?
Yeah, and I honestly would have thought that would be cooler, to be honest. Like...
Maybe.
I guess just how many different sequels of the same game can you make? Because it's like...
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's fundamentally not really that different.
I mean, they come out with a new Call of Duty game every single year.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best-selling franchises.
I don't get it.
People want the next newest thing.
I don't understand. But, like, you do the same thing in each sequel. Anyway, that's coming out. I wish it would have been, like, a spin-off thing where you go on an adventure, but that's just me. So.
They know people like Splatoon, so they'll keep making them until people don't like them. Which will be never.
Yeah. Right.
I was honestly kind of surprised that this was like their big direct finisher.
Same.
I thought they were gonna end with
that
something.
And then 2022.
Yeah. It was odd to me that a lot of these games, because at the very beginning they were like, this direct is gonna focus on Smash, and then games coming out early 2021, and then like half the games are coming out next year. So I was like, no,
Yep.
So no, it wasn't revolved around those games. It was odd.
Once again, they shot themselves in the foot by completely controlling expectations, I guess.
Yeah.
Overall, not my favorite direct.
Yeah, there was a lot of odd stuff in here. A lot of stuff that I was just like, these aren't...
A lot of stuff that should have been in a mini.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I honestly would have preferred it more if they would have just split this up into two different things. Like, all these games that you really don't care about that are just kind of fluff that add to the 50-minute time slot in one thing, and then like all the big hitters, just put those all in a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. You'd have a lot of happy people they literally announced all the Nintendo first-party stuff in just one direct that was 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
And went into all of them, a lot of people would be happy.
That's what I don't get. Like, they
Yeah.
it's like, the way they do it, they literally could just, like, reformat it, and, like, it would change the viewers' like outlook so drastically.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times they're like, the more we put in here, the better the what am I trying to say, the impression on the people will be.
There's
yeah.
a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like it just doesn't work like that. People just see all of this fluff kind of titles for what they are. They're like, I don't care about this game.
Yeah.
So you're saying DC Superhero Girls might have just a little bit tainted your view of
Yeah.
Skyward Sword remake?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yes.
Kind of took away from the presentation, I'd say.
Whatever, Nintendo, do your thing.
I mean, I was at least glad that we got a direct after 18 months.
Yeah.
It's true.
And
now
it
we
did
can keep hoping for another one.
it did seem more kind of grandiose than like a direct mini.
Yeah. They went into some games with a will.
So I mean, that was the direct. When will we get the next one? Never.
Okay, we had some slight technical difficulties, but we're okay. We just get a different view of Brock's face.
We're back.
Okay, so we were just wrapping up what was going on with the Nintendo Direct, what our thoughts were. Now on to sharing time, I guess.
Let's do it.
Who wants to go first? It's just you and me, I think.
You.
Okay, so this guy decided to rig up a taser to his Joy-Cons. And that's because when he played Smash, he wanted to experience what it felt like to be Pichu. So if you don't know, when Pichu uses any of the electric attacks it can use in Smash, it hurts itself. So he made it so the taser, every time he used an electric type move using Pichu, it would shock him. And not only did it just shock him, but, you know, if it just used, like, Thundershock or something like that, it would adjust the intensity of the shock that he received. So Thundershock would be, like, a little one, but Thunder would be a much larger shock and would hurt. And
Nice.
Let's get one.
yeah. And that's really what he did, and I thought it was funny. So, that's my sharing time.
Great.
I was wondering if the shocks got worse with percentage points, but
Ooh, yeah.
doing it per move's pretty good too.
Until you actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine... Honestly, I couldn't really find a very good one this time. I found some goddess statues that are just kind of little ornamental things that you could put on your desk. The goddess statues from, like, The Legend of Zelda. I thought of it because since Skyward Sword is getting a remastered HD version, perfect time to get some goddess statues.
And in this particular one, it looks like, you know, we all have some loose change that we have lying around, so it's like a little change tray. So where you would normally put like an apple in Breath of the Wild as like your offering to the goddess or whatever, you put your spare coins in the little tray, which I thought was cute.
Nice. I'm not sure why I thought of this, but my first response to that is I should buy a couple for my mom and say, hey, here's some Christmas decorations. So she's not
I mean, you could probably get away
kind of
with it.
look like little angel statues
Yeah,
or something.
Exactly.
I mean, you would never know.
Yeah. Perfect.
Maybe I will.
If you do, you have to give us an exclusive update.
Update, there's actually 25 goddess statues in my house now. Yeah. I I don't have a sharing time written down, but I went for the Blast to the Past video viewing the other day, and I went through a good 30 minutes of watching people throwing their Wii remotes into TVs. There are multiple compilations of this on YouTube. I very, very strongly recommend that you check them out because it's hilarious every single time.
Yes.
And it's just, it's a part of the world that I had forgotten. And now I remember it again.
You don't throw Joy-Cons through anymore.
I wonder why you don't, though.
I don't know.
We need more Wii Sports types games to let that happen.
I bet there are some videos of people throwing Joy-Cons that we could find.
Probably. We'll be on the lookout for that for next time.
Yeah. Do a compilation.
So yeah, I was one of those people that never wore the wrist strap, so I've thrown a couple.
Oh, you were a normie, like everyone?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you
Yeah.
even have the sleeve that you put your Joy-Con in? Or
I
your,
did.
Your Wiimote?
I did.
That was good.
Did you get the special recall straps from Nintendo?
The ones with the lock.
Yes, I did.
Oh, look at you.
Is that a
Safety
yes
first,
or like a
except
fake
last.
yes?
No, I did. They had the little lock. You like flip the little switch.
I think all of
thing
them had the
down.
lock.
Yeah.
No, the original ones did not. That was the...
I just remember the recalled ones, the strap part was actually thicker fabric or string. It looked like string.
Yeah, because it was breaking the original ones. You're right.
Yeah.
Nintendo's no stranger to controller issues, but they fixed it in the past.
Yeah, they're also no stranger to love.
Well, that's deep.
I love you, Nintendo.
Cue the outro music.
All right, this has been the Rumble Pak Podcast, episode 47?
I don't know. Don't you have the notes in front of you?
We're approaching 50. Who would have thought?
Who'd have thought?
You can catch
We're
us
playing the celebration.
yeah.
Okay.
We gotta figure out something big
Nintendo
for
themed
episode
party.
50.
Let's do it.
You can catch us on all things Rumble Pak Podcast or Rumble Pak Pod. Feel free to email us. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
All that stuff is in the description below as well.
It's not, but sure. Devin edits every video and takes a lot of time doing
I
all
thought you
this.
put that in the description.
All right, this is running long.
And
Goodbye.
I do write the descriptions.
Bye.
Bye.